All right, Buff Nation. How about this? I'm sorry, I'm just getting back with the news. I was out last night, and of course, the Boo Carter announcement has to drop. Well, I'm not home to come up and get a video, but gonna give you my take. Hopefully, man, you guys are feeling great about this, even for people who maybe are a little bit reserved, such as myself. I think that there's a lot to be excited about with Boo Carter. So, y'all be sure to get in here. This is going to be a quick live stream. Like, subscribe. Shout out to Kalshi for sponsoring the channel, and use that promo code and link in the description, DTB, for a $10 bonus when you deposit 10. You can make bets on the NFL playoffs, right? You would have won big if you had the Bears coming back at halftime. Wasn't that insane? We got the college football playoff. Miami has some long odds. I'm going to be putting a little bit on there. So let's go ahead and get into the news, though. This is a home run swing by Coach Prime, no doubt about it. This is one of the most talented defensive backs in the portal. You can see here, thanks to DMVR with the post, Boo Carter has committed to Colorado. Carter made the SEC All Freshman team in 2024 and is a top 3 safety in the portal. Now they call him a safety. I think in my opinion, he's going to be playing kind of that Preston Hodge type of role. Now, maybe his role changes a little bit coming out here to CU. Maybe he wants to play more of kind of a free safety type of role. I mean, that would be cool. Him and oh, Nathan, why am I forgetting his last name? But from New Mexico State coming out here, it would be nice to add another safety, and I think that's what Colorado is looking to do. But before we get to all the stuff with Boo Carter, let's just talk about what he does on the field, and that is make plays. Again, SEC all freshman team in 2024. We'll pull up the PFF right here, 5'11", 200 pounds, and mainly that slot corner. 160 snaps this past year in the slot. In 2024, had 317 snaps in the slot. Did play a little bit, at free safety or whatever, but that's 19 career snaps, man. He's like in the slot. He's playing in the box. Sometimes as that bigger DB. Yeah, he's a weapon. And when you watch his highlights, not only is he somebody that can really lay the wood, make big hits, big plays at the line of scrimmage, he's also somebody that can make plays on special teams. I wonder if he's a returner for us. I think he should be for us this year. Just a very, very dynamic playmaker. This past year, okay, taking a look at the tackles, 23 tackles, 5 miss, whatever, but he had a sack. That's great to see. A couple PBUs was nice. And then again in 2024, that's when he had his better season, in my opinion. He had an interception. He also logged 36 total tackles. Take that to the bank every single time, and 2 sacks. Now, last year, coverage grade 60.6. Okay, whatever. Defensive grade 64.7, but this is where he's really going to help us at that slot corner position. 74 against the run. I think that he's a really, really good run defender. And let's take a look at his special teams as well, or I guess rather his kickoff returns. Find that right here. You can see, hey, this past year on punt return, averaged over 13.2 yards per return. You'll take that every single time. Now, he did have 3 muffs. All right. I didn't realize that. But 2 muffs in his true freshman season in 2024, where he averaged 16.5 yards per return. Yes, let's see what we can do with Boo Carter. Now, you might say, why is Boo Carter available from Tennessee? Well, it didn't end up good, man. This is a guy that it was up in the air if he was going to be coming back to Tennessee right before the season. It seemed like a lot of his teammates wanted him out. Kind of the leadership group there had like a direct meeting with him before the season started, and did not finish with Tennessee. It was an issue, and this goes back to him kind of having similar patterns in high school as well. So I wonder, okay, things not working out for Tennessee and Boo Carter, how many other schools were, really, really looking at him seriously? I don't know. But hey, this is like for those of you who wanted Cormani McClain to come back to Florida, or from Florida to Colorado after he got his act together. This is a home run swing. And if Boo Carter is able to kind of turn the corner, hopefully we have with a lot of our new transfers coming in here, mature veteran guys to hold him accountable. This is something that can really, really benefit the Buffs. I mean, every kind of great defense has kind of a guy like Boo Carter on the team. Now, not necessarily maybe like with the history, right? Of just like, is he a team guy? Is he not? We'll find out if his act is different here at Colorado. But I like to think a lot about the 2015 Broncos team and that defense. They had some guys, man, that were kind of some loose cannons. And I think that when you're talking about making a defense that was one of the worst in college football last year, you kind of need some guys on the team like this. Okay. You kind of need some guys that are going to be real nasty on the field. They might be a little bit of a loose cannon, but if you can kind of hone that in, if Coach Prime, Robert Livingston, and some of the new defensive assistants, I think we're still waiting to hear who this new secondary coach is going to be, this rumored secondary coach, can hone him in a little bit. This could really, really pay off. Again, a very, very talented safety. You're talking about bringing in Boo Carter. We got, oh man, where is he? Nathan Mitchell. Then the safety from, let me see, Vanderbilt, Rondon, Fontenot. I'm not pronouncing his name correctly. Let me find it here really quick. Rondon Fontenette. With Nathan Mitchell, these three guys, man, they could really, really help transform our secondary. No doubt about it. So, yeah. And a captain at that, another captain. So this is something that, guys, again, you know, did I have or do I have reservations about this? Or am I saying, am I guaranteeing you, Buff Nation, that this is going to be a 100% hit with Boo Carter coming to see you? No, I'm not. But that doesn't mean, don't mistake that for saying I'm not going to be cheering for it to happen. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm buffed in Boo, baby. I am buffed in Boo. I'm going to be all about Boo Carter. We're ordering the Boo Carter jersey, and we're going to enjoy this ride. I want to see Boo Carter get this thing done. Remember when Cormani McClain turned things around at Florida? That's been great to see. That's been great to see him from a personal perspective. I mean, man, this guy, allegedly, right, was so through the clouds, he couldn't even remember the school he played for when he entered the transfer portal. All right. Now look at where he's at Florida, having a great year, having a great season, turned it around. Coach Prime has the opportunity, and the Buffs have the opportunity to do this with Boo Carter. And if this happens, this could help really, really transform our defense into hopefully being one of the better ones in the Big 12. Now, we still have a lot of additions to make, but that needs to be the goal. The goal, obviously, from the coaching staff is going to be to win the conference. If that's the goal, right? Yeah, you're probably taking a swing on a guy like Boo Carter, right? So, yes, guys, I'm very, very excited to see what happens. We also did just get like a commit a little bit ago. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'll make an individual video on it. But Keneal Sweetwine, great name, class of 2026 quarterback. He's a former NC State and BYU commit who threw for over 3,500 yards and 32 touchdowns as a senior. Thank you, Scott Proctor, for putting that out there. Skyridge High School. Okay, Lehigh, Utah. So a Rocky Mountain guy coming out here, competing for a backup spot behind Julian Lewis. You love to see it. Hey, by the way, shout out Taco Bell. Shout out your Colorado area Taco Bell. Go pick up some Taco Bell. Support what they got going on with CU as well. But yeah, ultimately, guys, this is something that it's going to be fun to watch. And if Boo Carter, I mean, you see the photos, right? He's just there with Coach Prime, just looking like this. Okay. Maybe he's all business now. Maybe he's all business. ready to roll. For some reason, man, I can't get my camera to like focus today, man. It's driving me insane. But man, I'm pumped about this. I'm really, really sorry that I'm not able to get to your comments today, guys. I got to run again. It's been a heck of a busy week, but hey, that's right. Buffed and boo, baby. We gotta keep it going. And yeah, hopefully Zach, hopefully the safety from Vanderbilt that I'm already forgetting his name, Fontenette. Those are going to be the next commits. And if we get those guys, man, our defense is going to be filled with very, very, very high end athletes. And that's something that we haven't had. That's something that we have not had. So, yeah, change of scenery can always benefit somebody like Boo Carter. And yeah, I imagine Coach Prime, he's going to have a zero tolerance kind of policy, right? We'll see how this goes, especially coming in as a transfer. So, how many safeties we need? Well, right now, Boo Carter will kind of play that Preston Hodge role. Nathan Mitchell will be that. I think right now he profiles as a starting safety for us. But yeah, we could use a guy like Fontenot or Zach, maybe more of a kind of like a hybrid linebacker. Could he be playing a little bit more linebacker for us, man? We'll have to see, man. Dude, the Bears. How about those Bears guys? Caleb Williams, man. He looked like John Elway back there last night. So, is this real life? Yes. Is this a real life? Yes, this is a real life. So, anyways, guys, I got to get out of here. Thanks for your patience with me this week. I'll try and catch up on some of the news that I'm sure I'll miss this afternoon. But y'all have a great one. Be sure to subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on Boo Carter and what number you want him wearing. I say, hey, if you're going to come in here, do what Boo want to do, tell Coach Prime, I'm taking number 0, baby. I'm taking number 0. All right, guys. We'll see you.